it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. He's going to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make him pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
Handoff from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on first and goal. He's in for the touchdown.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, try to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. They're bringing heat. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.